What's up, guys? As you've seen by now, I was on a cruise, and every cruise has a captain's dinner or two. So I went in with my Fenty Brow MVP Ultra Fine brow pencil, and I used my eye stencil, and I did my eyebrows as best as I could. On the cruise ship, there's not very good lighting, and I didn't bring an extra light with me. So I put the stencil on, I tried to find my brows underneath, and yes, you can see the little pack in the back is moving back and forth. Although this video is sped up, the boat is absolutely rocking. It's rocking a little bit, and it's more like a sway, not really a rock. So I'm having to hold my hand steady as well as do my makeup. So it's a little bit tough, but I did get it done. After filling in my brows just a little bit, I use the brush ends and I brush my brows up. Then I go in with my LA Girl Pro concealer in the color Fawn, and I am just cleaning up my brows underneath. I didn't want them super dark, so I didn't fill them in a whole lot, but I do want them to look nice. So I'm using the Morphe M432 brush to fill them in, as well as put more concealer on my eyelid. I'm using this as a base for my eyeshadow. The person that I'm talking to is my friend who was my roommate on the cruise. Then I go in with my oval brush from my Morphe Rose Base set. This brush is really good for evening out foundation or concealer or whatever like liquid that I need. And now I'm working on the top part of my brows. I have to continue to tell myself that brows are sisters and not twins. I don't have to go super hard in the paint trying to make them exactly the same. As long as they look close and they look clean, that's all I really care about. And I was absolutely in a rush. We had about an hour to get ready for the dinner, even though we chose a dining time that was a pretty large window. We told our friends that we would be ready at 7, so I had to be ready at 7. Then I'm going in with my Fenty Pro Concealer Instant Retouch setting powder, putting it on top of my concealer on my eyes. Just making sure that that is set so my color stays very nicely. Then I'm brushing it off with a powder brush. Next to my Black Radiance palette. I love this palette. It is the medium to deep. I'm going in with that darkest shade. And the reason why I love this palette is because I can use these shades on my eyes or to contour. It is very cheap. I think it was like $8 when I bought it. But the color really pops however I need it to, and it blends well. I didn't want to pack a large eyeshadow palette, so I just packed this instead. It worked out really great. I'm using my Fenty bronzer compact to look in a mirror that's a little bit closer to my face. Then I'm going in with that same palette and using the highlight shade on my brow bone. The brush that I'm using is from one of the Morphe sets. Up next, I use one of my old Kiss eyeliners in black to line my top lid. I absolutely forgot to do the bottom lid this time because I was in a rush and my friend told me we had about 10 minutes left towards the end of this, and so I just forgot to do the bottom lid. But I did do the top. This thing is so old that I am actually about to run out of it. I turned it so I could get a little more out, and it didn't go up anymore. So I've had it at least 3 years. It's from Kiss. I probably got it from Walgreens or Sally or something like that. So now I am just smudging that black a little bit, and then I put on my lashes off camera. These Ardell's are from Walgreens, and then I go in with my flat top buffing brush that I got from Target. I like it because it has a plastic thing over it to keep it from getting foundation on anything else. I am starting off with my black opal foundation stick to cover my hyperpigmentation because I forgot my orange corrector. But then I am going in with my MAKIAGE 195 to go over it to give me a flawless finish. I really love the way this blends in. I did not cover my hyperpigmentation completely, but it did give me a really nice, like, satiny finish. It says it's matte, but it's a little more satiny than matte. But that's fine. We were just going to be wearing it for dinner. I wasn't going to be outside, not like out in the air. So I did not really expect to be dewy at all. Then back in with my Pro Concealer underneath my eyes, down my nose, on my forehead, on my upper lip because I have a little peach fuzz there, and on my chin. This is probably my most fun part of doing makeup now. I love concealer. Then I spray a beauty sponge with some MAC Fix Plus and I blend it in. I love that Fix Plus. I'm about to run out, so I'm going to absolutely need to get some more. Around this time is when I realized it was time for us to go and I had to hurry up. So I was really speeding through this just so I could get it done. I wanted to look cute, but I needed to move quickly. And the boat is still swaying. That oval brush really helped me blend in that liquid much better. And then I'm using some of that Fenty setting powder just to press it into my skin to set the concealer. I don't really bake, but I do like to press a little bit of the powder in. And I brought this one because it was small and I didn't need anything big or bulky in my bag that could like come open and get everything all messed up. And then I'm just brushing off the excess with my powder brush. And then I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer to contour my face. I like this brown. It's like 2 shades darker than me, or maybe 1 shade darker. But it's really good at like subtly contouring and having my face look super, super snatched. And then I'm just going in with a beauty blender and blending that out. Yeah, contouring is my favorite part. It is absolutely my favorite. Then I'm putting a little bit of the highlight shade on the highest part of my cheeks. This is absolutely not the brush to use for that, but I didn't bring one, so I'm making do with what I have. Putting quite a bit down the bridge of my nose because I want to glow at dinner, and then putting some on my lip as well. Then I'm finishing off with my Maybelline Fit Me press powder in the color 360 to blend it out so I don't have any like sharp lines or anything of that nature. And right here is where I am really trying to hurry up. It was time to go. It was time for your girl to go. Last step is the NYX matte setting spray. I love that spray. It makes the makeup look like it is just melted on. Then I use a crayon case matte lip as well as a liquid linen matte lip that's a little bit lighter to brighten it up just a tad bit. That BH Cosmetics lip comes in a set of 5. And then I put on my dress. It is from Torrid. I will put the picture of the actual dress on here. And then I'm putting a little bit of curl mousse in my hair. I do have a video about this hair that I will link here as well. After 4 days on the ship, blowing in the wind, it did get a little bit matted, but it was cute for dinner. I'm just putting a little bit of oil in it too, just to make it a little shiny and help pull the curls apart. And now I am going to take the CoverGirl lip like chapstick and just kind of make my lips a little moist. that matte lip really does dry super fast. Now untying my edges that I have been laying down all day. And here is what everything looks like. I am super cute and I had a great time. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Until next time, y'all have a good day.